Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Nelson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. The Bucs at 1-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Nelson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Alexander. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second and 9. Operating from the gun, Alexander. He completes it to Olave. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Nelson now to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Nelson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Buccaneers, nothing.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. It's Ekeler again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Nelson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Nelson on 1st and 10. Completes it to Davis. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, set.
Here's Nelson looking to throw on 2nd down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Nelson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that. Try. Open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Alexander, 20! And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Once more, here's Eckler.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 7.
On second down, Eckler.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And I don't think he got there? No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Alexander. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Alexander. Got an open man. It's Olave. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Nelson throwing on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
145 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Get it!
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Nelson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Bills force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun, Alexander. Olave over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the right side with Eckler. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Nelson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Set to throw is Nelson from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire.